Hello everyone, Gamer Ryan 3587 playing NBA 2K26 Detroit Pistons, my NBA games, 14 game season. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. 400 subs, 50 likes, so really help the channel grow. Also follow my social media, Gamer Ryan 3587 on YouTube and X. Happy New Year's, 2026, thank you. Peace.
Coming right up, the Pistons taking on. We've got a battle of the big men inside, Clark. Both teams with talented front courts.
Well, these teams rely heavily on their 4 and 5 guys, Kevin. It's going to be, I think, a lot of fun to watch. So keep that isolated cam on the paint area. That's where most of the action is going to take place.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Porter is out there with Rollins. And it's Prince in at the free spot. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Tonight. Oh.
Harris against Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Harris. Over in the corner, Cunningham. From the arc. And the Pistons another three.
Defense has to guard Cade in the corner. He will take and make that shot.
Porter looking it over. Kicks it out to Prince. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A fader. The rebound by Ivy. Detroit's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Cunningham outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got 9.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you've got to make some changes.
Boy, that time the setup was perfect, and Prince had an easy shot from the mid-range there.
And stolen by Portis. Prince with it. Picked up by Thompson. Prince misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And the Bucks with possession here after the basket by Detroit. Giannis outside. From 11 feet away. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
1 for 5 start so far. Not what they envisioned coming into this game.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder and all-time great breaking new ground.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. You take a look at Green, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And of course, Taurean Prince, just trailing him. Another sniper. He'll hurt you from three-point land.
I mean, the shooting range of these two guys has probably been the most impressive. There's not a spot on the floor they can't hit from.
Porter Jr. won't be denied of that bucket. Fearless, even around the big bodies.
Holland, no good. Bucks trail by 9. And that's good for Antetokounmpo on the assist by Prince.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down hard.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Prince. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
A nice shot by LeVert.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter steal, but not who you want to leave open.
They're outside. Rebound by the Pistons. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert. He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Pistons passing it around. Sasser and the Pistons another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And the three-point shot has been big for them. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Turner is up there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green, then it's Anthony, and it's Jackson at the 2 spot.
Taking a look here at numbers for Anthony, how he did last season. Put up about 9 points per, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And playing with the reserves, he might not get the minutes he'd like, but you sense that hunger to improve.
Well, you know, he stated that he wants to improve, but until that actually happens, he'll continue to come off the bench.
2 points, that one goes.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks making one of the most surprising moves of the summer, waiving and stretching to over $113 million owed to Damian Lillard, and then signing the starting center of their arch-rival Pacers in Miles Turner. A bold move to say the least. They feel he's a perfect addition.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Green, no luck. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Bucks with some changes. Got it. He's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Taurean Prince comes in for Green. And Rollins subbed in for Anthony. And the Bucks making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Kuzma's got his second basket of the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Pass to Rollins. Fires the 3. Thompson with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Back to Ivy. Stolen by Prince. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And Clark, something fundamental to good offense, but so often overlooked, the art of setting a terrific screen.
I tell you, a screen set well can do a lot for your offense and even for the screener. But it comes down to timing as well as footwork. You got to be able to set that screen legally, and then the ability to get out of the screen quickly is so important, as well as the correct angle.
Thompson outside. Cunningham for 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Kuzma. A 3-pointer off the mark. So for the Bucks, their last game a loss to Indiana. Thompson from long range. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Rollins with the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
So both teams making some changes here. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Pistons second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Rollins with the bucket. Rollins got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Lanier driving in. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Defense has Giannis well covered, but gets physical right back and draws the foul in the act of shooting.
And he sinks the second. And, well, Detroit shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Stolen by Prince. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And finished off by Porter.
Porter's such a terrific athlete, making it look easy as he takes off and jams it down.
There's the 3. Quintman misses. The Bucks have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Takes it inside, banked in off the glass. Quintman's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
It's the late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish out.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
32.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some and looking ahead to, and that's a halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. Harris steps in at the 4, with Duran at the center spot. And it's Thompson into the small forward position. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Harris against Giannis. Outside, Porter. Kicks it out to Prince. Carries it from three-point range. Prince has got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
Prince gets the ball and knows he's ready to let it fly. This guy plays with great confidence.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. With 3, Harris. A rebound by the Bucks. Prince in the corner. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Pass to Rollins. Takes the 3. Nice hit again. Giannis just too much inside.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in the game. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Porter against Ivy. Porter inside. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Back to Harris, and that one goes out of bounds. Just touched by Porter. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And you know for that matchup with Charlotte, it's going to be their 7th outing on the year. You feel the team will continue to round into form.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, "Before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight." Guys, back to you.
It sure does.
All right, let me know.
Thank you very much for the report.
Let me know.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff.
Let me know what you guys are
He's
doing.
ready to talk things through with
in
them.
the chat section down below. What you guys are doing for New Year's. Let me know if you guys have any New Year's plans. Are you going anywhere? What are you guys doing for New Year's? Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Are you guys doing anything to get yourselves get yourselves by for the new year? Make yourselves happy. Hope you guys have a happy, prosperous new year. By the way, if you're new to the stream, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media, give me Ryan 3587 on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Also, it'll really help the channel grow. Thank you.
Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscore the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And the way LeVert moves the ball, it's all about doing what's best for the team from his eye.
It's deflected. Here's Holland, covered by Giannis. Robinson for 3, knocks down the 3 ball. Robinson's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams changing it up here. Here's Rollins. He's covered by Sasser. Rollins the pass to Turner. Prince outside. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Prince has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Milwaukee. Pass to Clinton. Three-pointer. Porter pulls it in. Bucks leading by 3. One thing this team loves about Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he scores the ball.
Yes, he does. He's a walking bucket. You know, we've seen him average about 20 per game for a season, and the one thing you don't have to worry about with Kevin Porter Jr., he's going to keep it in attack mode all the time. Like the way LeVert controls himself, always under control, knows what he's looking for, takes his time, particularly when he's close to the basket.
Prince outside, tips it, and Turner stays with it. Turner's got his first basket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Puts up a 3, kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Bucks have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Here's Turner. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Pass to Rollins. Prince with the ball. He's picked up by LeVert.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around. Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Kicks it out to Prince. Jacks up a 3. The shot off that time. Here's Clinton. No good. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Bucks ahead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Bucks, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Cole Anthony is out there with Green, and it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Stolen by LeVert. Here's Holland. No good on the fast break pull-up.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Harris is checked in for Detroit. The Bucks also with the sub. Portis is checked in. Took him no time at all on that one.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Anthony can't hit. Pistons trail by 4. And LeVert, here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And, you know, the athletic LeVert makes these forays to the goal and does a good job drawing fouls in the process.
Second free throw, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Here's Kuzma. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Green outside. Now Anthony. Pocket 6. Shoots the 3. A 3-pointer. Good.
That last shot got Anthony geeked up. He wanted some revenge.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And the Bucks with some changes. Torian Prince, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Porter comes in for Green, and Rollins subbed in for Cole Anthony. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks. Thompson. Ivy outside. Launches it. Clean from outside.
Big-time buckets is what everyone wants to see from Ivy. He has to attack without hesitation in those situations.
Rebounded by Thompson. The Pistons trailing.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, he's got to play without fouling.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to one. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Porter outside. Antetokounmpo. The length of Giannis on display.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo.
Highlight reel stuff from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
There is no question Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. This team trusts him to make the big shot.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Antetokounmpo. There's 1:17 left in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. And a flush by Antetokounmpo!
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
Trying again.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Rebounded by Portis. Porter against Ivy. Here's Porter. Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Look, we've seen Kevin Porter Jr. go off for 50 in a game. He's got some serious skills on the offensive end.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Detroit. Cunningham comes in for Marcus Sasser. Knocks down the three.
That is big time by a big-time player. Cunningham loves the moment.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Antetokounmpo, Giannis, Antetokounmpo.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
Third personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one. Ivy. Duran. Count it.
Gotta love that effort for the second chance point.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
On the free throw, no good. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did.
Giannis, a terrific comeback win. Talk about the composure this team showed.
We stay together, we play together, we win together, we lose together. Even though we faced adversity, we came out, we were focused, we were able to move the ball, execute, and we just stayed.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable.
We're off to a bad start. There we on 4, on 5. On 3, look on next.
And the Pistons looking to build on last season, Shams. What's the key for them this year?
Well, a big part of it was continuing to build on last season and bringing back some of the...
Here we are, starting to approach the halfway point of the season, DB, but the excitement has not diminished around here.
It has not in any way, shape, or form. This season has been thrilling to watch. To me, it feels like the league as a whole has really stepped up a level.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. And it's Duran in at the 5 spot. Outside, Porter. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Harris, no good. Here's Denon. Duran pulls it in. Pistons have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Cunningham kicks to Harris. Hands it from downtown.
It's really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
And a big part of the Nets' shot diet comes, Doris, from beyond the arc. They love the 3.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
That's good from Harris on the assist by Cunningham. Harris has got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Porter. Nice game out, 36 points for him. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Cunningham. Duran trying to break free. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
And Clowney can't get it to go. Here's Ivy. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from DP. Porter, no luck.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. Number 1, the Nets.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
And such a valuable guy to this team's rotation role. Nick Claxton is important.
You know, Kev, I'll tell you one thing. This guy brings a ton of energy. He's willing to battle for loose balls, for rebounds. On the defensive end, you know he can make an impact. There's incredible length, and I still think the ceiling that he can get to.
Here's Demon. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Thomas, good.
That's agility and touch. Cam Thomas gets that to fall inside.
In the corner, it's Robinson. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against Indiana. It's to Demon. On the wing, Porter. Here's Clowney. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Stewart. Brooklyn with the rebound. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Claxton. Beyond the arc. And Michael Porter good for 3. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
Elite from the corner. Porter Jr. shoots a much better percentage from this spot.
And Robinson is right there.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. And it's off from 3-point range. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Here's Demon. Pass to Porter. Here's Clowney. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Pistons lead by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
Surratt is out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Williams. And it's Wolf in the power forward position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Pistons leading by 4. Stewart passes to Robinson. Driving inside. And he gets the bucket. 7 points for Robinson.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And so the timeout here by J.D. Bickerstaff. The coach needs a moment to talk things over. So for the Nets, Clowney's checked in, and it's Michael Porter in for Williams. Harris outside. The Pistons working the ball around now. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Nets trail by 4. Driving to the basket.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
On the wing, Thompson. Here's Duran. And he uses the glass on the layup. Duran's got his second bucket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Inside, Demon Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Demons got 4 points this quarter.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
Three-pointer. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. They get the rebound. Shots good by Duren. Duren's got 6.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order. With injuries shifting to bounce power, things very much up in the air. And there's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Certainly something to watch. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. The Nets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Tries the spin move. Order outside. And the Nets miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Into the lane. And finished off by Porter.
How about the strength on the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Pistons have gone just 33% for the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. That's 3 of 9. Brooklyn trailing. And finished off by Porter.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
Jenkins, good on the three-point shot. Jenkins got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
And a wide-open look for Porter. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Quinman. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Porter with it. Now Green defending.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Quinman misses. Nets shooting 38% in the second quarter. Defensively, they look a little bit confused. Dropping 2 there. Brownie's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to be.
Thomas's shot is off.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Here's Lanier. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And finished off by Porter.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Back to Reed. From deep, Green.
What?
Rebounded by the Nets. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Pistons on top, up by 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Yeah.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation.
Shifting focus. How about this tight game the Detroit Pistons find themselves in?
I like their follow-through on the offensive end.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to...
Okay, guys, and that's going to end this live stream. If you do like some progress or shorts, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media, Gamer Ryan 3587 on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Also, the same for 400 subs with D likes will really help the channel grow. Thank you. Peace.